Yo everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, like I said yesterday, I'm going to be doing the fall coverage, long antenna stuff, so everything from 2012 to 2014. I've got a little bit of August coverage as well in like areas like Bryansk, where like it's the same coverage, just a different time. But I won't have this stuff in Leningrad or whatever, or some other stuff. I don't know if I have this road, but if we look at the map, this is like the JSON for the map or whatever, so yeah, we don't have this road, which is August. We don't have the Leningrad stuff, which is August. But if there's August here, we'll have it. So just so that it's not like 3/4 of Bryansk or something, you know? And then I think this is like the only August one I included because it kind of looks like September and it kind of looks like Bryansk. But yeah, it's a decently sized area. And also these are just for making the scoring like ABR, if you're wondering, because, you know, these are not, there's no fall coverage in Northern Kamchatka. And just in case you get this lock, you get a nice view. I love putting that lock in as the scoring one. But yeah, that's that, I guess. I guess we'll just get into the games. I mean, okay, well, first of all, how to distinguish fall coverage is just the leaves are yellow, or orangey, as you can see. Like if we go to like say May coverage or something, let me find some May coverage. Like the trees are like slightly yellow at times, but they're not like sometimes it can be hard to tell, but like sometimes the trees do look very yellow in May coverage, but a lot of the time it will look different. But this can kind of look like October or November when it's like April. So that's just something to keep in mind, but that's something you'll get used to over time. So that's that, and then, yeah, I mean, distinguishing between September and October isn't the most important, but like this is like kind of yellowy orange, but then if you go to October, it's like ever so slightly more yellowy orange. And then there's also November in Kaliningrad, which is just very dead coverage, but again, just looks like Kaliningrad. What else do we have of note? There's the existence of what I'll call 2014 camera. So if we turn on 2014, let me just change the color. So if we turn on 2014 like this, it's just like, this is September, right? But if we went to the September in Bryansk, right? It's like, I mean, it might be because most of the 2014 coverage is sunnier, but it looks very much, the trees look way like sharper, more strong colors than 2013 and 2012. And yeah, you can see that in a few places, like here in Oshevsk as well, for example. Very yellowy trees, and then it's not the most consistent of metas, but it kind of works. And for like something like Voronezh, which is September 2014, like it looks different from the Tula September 2013, right? It looks a bit more colorful and bright. I don't know if they put like a filter on the camera or if it's a different camera or what, but yeah, that's just the way it is. So yeah, that's an interesting one to know. It doesn't apply all the time. Like this is 2014, but I wouldn't say this is 2014 cam. Although parts of it is quite bright. Yeah, so that's just something that I'll probably mention. There's also snow, which I guess I should mention, which is mainly here. It's all of this, but I haven't really tagged it. But as you can see, just snow. It's white care as well, this snow, as you can see. And then there's bits over here as well. There's bits on this road here. There's a little bit downtown. There's bits on this road here. And then there's this road here as well, which is broken coverage, so you won't really see this on most maps. And then that's snow. Then there's technically a tiny bit of snow in Kaliningrad. But, you know, you can go northwest of Gusev if you want. We had this road in the last video, which was cool. It's like 5k because we got it twice. But yeah, this is a little bit of snow there, and then there's this very, very cool town in Belgorod, which is Stepnoya, which has this, which is very, very limited coverage. I think it changes at this intersection. Oh no, it keeps going, really. Wait. Does it change at this intersection? Yeah, it changes here. So yeah, the coverage is like different. I don't think it reappears anywhere, but I might be wrong. But yeah, I mean, south of Urevka, snow coverage, but again, this is super, super niche, but I feel like it'll probably have a lock in most world maps if people know about it, because it's very cool coverage and it's quite distinct. And something to note is that most of the Gen 3 snow in Russia is just here, even including all months. That's just the way it is. I mean, there's little bits on Sakhalin and stuff, but yeah, that's most of it. A little bit in Kamchatka as well. So yeah, without further ado, it's been 6 minutes, so probably should start the video. I've played this map a little bit before. It's not my first time creating the map, because I lost a tournament due to a Chelyabinsk incident. So then I just made this map to practice, and then I got better at it, but like, I never was that bad, but I just missed Chelyabinsk once, so I got annoyed at myself, so I made this map. But yeah, Chelyabinsk is easier for me now, so that's nice. But yeah. Might be able to beat 23.6, but that's kind of hard. But, you know, we'll see how it goes. I guess I should turn on the training mode script. Just in case. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna break my state streak, isn't it? I mean, tough. Also, I have this open because there's some 2014 smudges, like Truvashia has this smudge, and the 2014 fall coverage. Then 2014 Yaroslavl has this smudge, and then I think that's it. Rostov has this smudge, but I think this is white care anyway, so I mean, that's fine. Belgorod technically has this smudge, but it's always too cloudy to see it. And it also exists in Eastern Kirov, apparently. Wait, no, I've just looked at two different ones. And then, yeah, that's it really. And then I think like one of these might be full coverage, I'm not sure. But yeah, okay, let's just, without further ado, I need to stop the yapping. And yeah, let's get into it. Okay. That looks like maybe blurred antenna, but when it looks kind of blurred, you have to consider mega long. So if we count the ridges, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So if it's 17 or 18, it means it's mega long. And when it's mega long, it's like 90% Chelyabinsk. That's just the way it is. It's like 90% Chelyabinsk. It's like 7% Tula. It's like 2% this road, and then like 1% Perm. But yeah, I mean, it's a very niche antenna, but it works. And then as for why it's Chelyabinsk, I mean, the road is fairly bad. It feels fairly dry and like pretty flat, I would say, for Russia standards, even though like it's not perfectly flat, but that's because we're on a lake. And then the fact that we have a lake should also point us towards Chelyabinsk, I hope. And then yeah, it's probably August coverage, but again, doesn't really matter. And then you click, and then yeah, it looked kind of weird for Chelyabinsk, so Max North makes sense, and it should be August. Yeah, but if we just look at where that is, then I'll just click this for now. If we go to August 2013, where is August 2013? I should have sorted these beforehand. It's like mainly the northeast stuff, but then all of this is also mega long. It's everything north of the city is mega long, I think is how it works, and then everything west as well. But the southeast stuff won't, so you can kind of region guess Chelyabinsk with that, I suppose. Okay. Titovo. Okay, so what's that? Is that a fly? I guess it is. Okay, so immediately what we have is hogweed, and a lot of it. So that is kind of rare for where fall coverage is. So with fall coverage and hogweed, you're mainly thinking Moscow Oblast, you're thinking Tver, Novgorod, or you're thinking this road in Kirov. that's all the Gen 3 full coverage I can think of, just because if you think about where it has hogweed, it's usually north of Moscow and west of Moscow. So then you're left with Tver, this road in Pskov, which is August, these roads, this, but I don't think I mean, this is too small to see hogweed on it. Like, there's just no coverage where there is hogweed, but you could technically find it there. And then this road in Kirov will often have it, but it's kind of rare. But I'm just saying it's possible to see it maybe, but we won't really see it in this location. You do get fireweed a little bit though. I think that's some fireweed. But yeah, anyways, let me find the game. There's the game. So with this and slightly tilted right antenna, it's kind of schizo, but tilted right would fit for this road in Pskov and Tver Novgorod as well. And then overcast also makes sense for Pskov, and yeah, so the hilliness also makes sense for this area. If we just look at terrain, like it's pretty hilly along the border, compared to, say, I don't know, somewhere else with hogweed like Tver. This is flatter. Well, like you're going like in between hills. Like it's not flatter, but like here you're going like on top of hills, I guess is how to put it. But again, that might be schizo. But I kind of thought it was just that road. The road is kind of nice for this road, so I'm a little bit concerned that it's something else. Because we don't have the typical Pskov pavement, but that might just suggest that we're on the border or we're on the other side in Tver. That was the only other road I considered possible with hogweed. But yeah, the pavement was probably too nice for Pskov. I mean, okay, it does get worse as you get into Pskov. But yeah, maybe the soil wasn't red enough for Pskov as well, but I just know you do get hogweed on this sometimes. But of course I won't see anyone coverage checking, but just know that it exists. And then yeah, one of the other ones I said that has hogweed is Tver, so that makes sense. But then there's just one road with tilted, and I wasn't sure if it was that road or not. But maybe hogweed's a better meta for that road than this road. Okay, we're back with tilted to the right. We've got fireweed. So, I mean, fireweed and fall coverage. I don't know why, but I don't trust it as much as fireweed and regular coverage where I associate it with north. Because you'd think with fireweed and fall coverage, you'd go like Moscow or north of it somewhere. Which, it could be. Maybe it's Moscow. Tilted right would make sense for 2012 Moscow coverage. And then with tilted right, you'd either go Tula or Bryansk otherwise. If you're not going north of Moscow. It doesn't feel like the main road we had, like the bigger road here in Tver, the P88. Like most of the roads in this area are bigger roads, especially the one with tilted right, and then this is also a bigger road. Like it was Pskov pavement, but we at least had road lines. So I guess I'm gonna try Moscow, just with the fireweed. But again, fireweed isn't the best meta in fall coverage for whatever reason, but I'm gonna try it. And oh, it's that. Okay, that makes sense. But I always forget about this road existing. Yeah, I mean, fireweed makes sense. Pavement also makes sense, but I just forgot about it. Yeah, fall coverage I do struggle with a little bit. Okay, this one, at least I will get the Oblast this time, I hope. I presume it's just Surgut. I mean, the pavement, the sand, the very short trees, the dead foliage. Yeah, everything checks out for Surgut. I am world's worst Surgut regionguessr, as you've probably noticed from recent videos. So not really certain as to where I would click. It does feel quite north, but it's also quite sunny, which is weird. Maybe it's just like slightly north of Priobai, like this road here, maybe? I don't know. Okay, it's max south, where I considered it, with these lakes here, but again, most of that is covered over, so it's kind of tough. Okay. So it's tilted right, it's not blurred. Obviously, we're in a very dry landscape, and it's pretty flat in a way that I would say is too flat for Orenburg. Like, we've got slight hills here, but you'd see mountains in Orenburg to the north, really. So then we're kind of just left with Astrakhan and Volgograd, but then just with how dry it is, if you look at the coverage, let me close that. If we just look at where the dryness and the coverage is, like this area in Volgograd is very dry, but this will be blurred antenna. So then we're kind of just left with Astrakhan, because this isn't dry enough to be here, as you can see. And also it's white car. Like the Rostov stuff is white car as well, usually. Okay, the white wait, now it's white car, but I guess that one isn't. I guess this stuff is white car. And then it could be here, but I think this is blurred as well, even though it's in Rostov. So yeah, should just be Astrakhan with the fact that it isn't blurred and it's very dry. And then usually I say it gets sunnier the closer you get to the city of Astrakhan itself. So I'm gonna try here. Yeah, okay, to be fair, the footnote in the meta is that it's very sunny downtown Astrakhan or downtown Volgograd, and then it's cloudy in between. But yeah, I just didn't think it looked like Volgograd. But maybe how far away we are from the river with how dry it was might push you towards that road in particular, because it doesn't stray very far from the river where the coverage actually is here. I guess this would stray quite far from the river, so... But yeah, you can see the sunny meta around where I clicked, but then if you go like halfway up, it's overcast, it's sunny, but it's still kind of cloudy and foggy. And then it's overcast, and then overcast, yeah. It's a very interesting meta. I mean, you don't need to region guess Astrakhan. I don't know why I came up with it, but... And it also doesn't work. So, yeah. Is that blurred or mega long? I would think it's blurred antenna. Although this looks suspiciously like Kaliningrad. So maybe it's not blurred antenna. But yeah, I mean, it's very flat. We've got very long grass. And just the overall vegetation. Oak tree, I think. Everything checks out for Kaliningrad. It could be something else because it's kind of a weird round. Like, it's a missable Kaliningrad, but usually Kaliningrad is quite free. But I think just how flat it is in the distance, I would go Kaliningrad with that. But maybe it's blurred antenna and it's something else. Okay, it's max north. I guess that's why it's kind of weird. And we're on the river Mastrovka. Matrosovka, yeah. But yeah, just flatness. Okay, interesting pavement here. Okay. So it appears like it might be tilted left, but I think that's because the road is unbalanced, so then it looks like it's tilted left when it isn't. Because like as you can see, the road is like it's like a pyramid. Okay, we've got a decent amount of birch trees, so Belgorod wouldn't really make sense, and it's tilted, so that's kind of weird. And the fact that it's in a forest is kind of weird for Belgorod as well. So then, probably thinking Bryansk and Tula. The pavement, I'm not really sure. The pavement is more Tula, but the flatness is more Bryansk. So then I'm not really sure what to do with this information. And also the sunniness is more Bryansk. Because the only place in Tula that looks like this. And then it's A-type, which I think is also more Bryansk, but I didn't really learn long antenna types for this. But yeah, I think the flatness in the forest, and then it feels quite warm and almost looks Polish. So I guess Bryansk makes most sense, but not really sure. It could be Tula. I mean, the pavement is quite Tula. But okay, yeah, just Bryansk, but like eastern, because it looked like Tula pavement. But like most of western Bryansk is the pink pavement I've talked about before, but then it gets less consistent as you go further east. Okay. What do we have here? Slightly tilted left again, but I think it's another schizo tilted left. Looks like a case of 2014 camera, with this tree here being quite bright, and then some of these trees being quite bright as well. Average schizo meta. The soil is quite dark, which might push you towards, say, the like Ishevsk fall coverage, the Kirov, the Perm fall coverage, or the Yakov fall coverage. The angle of the road would then push me towards here. But that's just with the 2014 cam. This would be blurred antenna. Yekaterinburg. I don't think this. I think the soil should just put us in Ishevsk, but I'm a little bit concerned because the angle does not look like it goes on for long enough. I'm prepared to be quite wrong here, but the soil is very dark, but it is kind of weird. Okay, it's Chuvashia. That makes sense. Yeah, because, I mean, the angle is weird for Ishevsk, but this is also 2014, and it's also more north, so it has darker soil. But then, yeah, I guess the road is too nice for the Ishevsk road, and the angle made no sense at all. But again, kind of a similar area. I mean, if it's not here, it's here, because this is the closest fall coverage to it. If we just look at the map of where fall coverage is, I mean, you could go here technically, but like, I'm never guessing Kazan with fall coverage in my life. So then you're left with Chuvashia. And then, yeah, I mean, the whole Volga River has dark soil. Like, Kazan has a decent bit of red soil, like, along the river. As you can kind of see here, it's pretty dark, and then pretty red. But, yeah. And then, I guess, did we have anything else that helped with that round? I guess it was mainly just the soil being dark, and then the 2014 camera. And then, yeah, it was a main road, which is kind of weird to have coverage in Bryansk and Tula. And then the trees also felt a little bit more north. Yeah. But we'll reset. Okay, is that blurred antenna? Maybe. Okay. Sunrise coverage. I mean, the sunrise coverage with a maybe blurred antenna reminds me a lot of the Tver stuff. But is it there? I mean, we've got a lot of birch trees, so maybe thinking more north than like your Bryansk forest or something. So then that would kind of make sense for Tver. The road feels decent for Tver. So then the question is it blurred antenna? Because it just looks like a weird antenna. But I'm gonna try look at the angle in Tver on the roads here that have this coverage, which are like this road, which I guess makes a lot of sense with the angle. But not the most sense, to be fair. I'm concerned that this is wrong. Okay, it's just Bryansk. Okay, but it felt too north for the blurred Bryansk stuff, which was kind of suspicious, because if we look at blurred Bryansk, I mean, yeah, like, I would have, like, latitude-wise, I wouldn't have placed it here, as we get no birch trees, but, like, this is what this looks like, and as you can see, it's sunrise, but this is, like, properly blurred, which I guess the other one isn't, and then, I mean, the road is kind of similar as well. That's just a hard one, I feel. Yeah, I mean, the amount of birch trees I consider weird for Bryansk, but yeah, not much you can do about that. And then very sunny for Bryansk as well, which is a weird one. But yeah. Blurred. Okay, and I know they're rubbing it in my face by giving me the blurred sunny coverage. But this time, with the fact that the road is paved, we should be on the Smolensk side of the border, which is this road, because it's a numbered road to the 66K15, which runs up to here, and then it changes name and gets worse pavement as you get into Novgorod. That's it on the border. But yeah, I mean, it's on the border, but this side. But yeah, that was the road we had last time, that I tried to guess last time, but we have like Smolensk grass, Smolensk sand, it's blurred. Like, Smolensk is very sandy. Like, of the fall coverage ones, it's probably the most sandy, to be honest. Only like Chuvashia and Nizhny fall coverage, but that's kind of rare. And then it's probably too flat for Chuvashia and Nizhny. And then, yeah, just made sense for Smolensk. You often get fireweed in Smolensk. We can see some there, yeah. And then, yeah, almost like Kaliningrad grass as well. And then, yeah, just the super sunny coverage makes sense for that road. And if we just look at where the coverage is, there's 2 roads. And then this road has clouds. I mean, the pavement is also quite different. And you just like angle guess it as well. But yeah, let us keep going. Okay, blurred, but again, blurred not the most useful here because it should be so good with how short the trees are. It's also very sandy. And then it looks like it's concrete pavement here, which again, all checks out for circuit. Don't know how to region guess circuit. I'm going to click downtown. It's there. Yeah, I'm never saying that. I kind of thought it looked like this road. Where's this road? One of these roads, I forget which one. But yeah. Okay, this is cool. So, I mean, it's mountains, it's black car. Should be mega long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So yeah, that makes sense for Chelia, but I mean, it's black hair in the mountains, so I mean, with mountains and fall coverage, like this doesn't really go into the mountains, but we'd have more southern vegetation, and they'd be to our south, but these are to our north as well. So then, like, we've got birch trees everywhere, so it won't really be that. And then the shape of the hills are kind of different. Like, if you just look at topography here and topography here, like, you can just see it's unique. And then this is all white car, and this is the stuff in the mountains here. So then, yeah. So yeah, should just be Chelyabinsk. Don't really know how to region guess it within the mountains, but it's a bit more west. That is fine. Okay, I'm going to take a slight break. Have to do something. So we'll cut. I have returned. Nice road here. Just very hilly, very dry, blurred antenna. With the hilliness and blurred antenna, with how dry it is, you're mainly thinking of this road in Orenburg. If we just go to October 2014. This road, just you can see the hills. Very hilly. There's also this road, but the pavement is way worse in places. Wait, I just clicked the 5K. Why is the oh, the pavement is worse on this side of the border, and then it gets better as you get here. So maybe it's there. It's one of the two. I'm gonna send this because without coverage checking, I would have sent this. But yeah, okay, it looked like that one. But yeah, I don't wanna cheat by coverage checking that. Yeah, I guess. I guess it felt drier than up here, and you also get red soil up here. And yeah, I guess the soil is the best thing, but I usually don't miss those 2 roads. So that's a weird one, but I guess it's fairly far north on that road, but yeah. A bit of agriculture here as well, which I don't think we really had in the lock, did we? Oh, we do, I guess. But yeah, maybe the shape of the hill is different. But yeah, no oblast streak, but again, there's 2 options with blurred antenna there, just with how dry and hilly it was. We'll reset. Okay, we've got hogweed again. We've got tilted right. So I'm gonna assume it's the same road in Tver. Although the other road was overcast. So maybe it's not the same road in Tver, but again, hogweed, so it's a similar area. Maybe it's this section of the road in this area just with hogweed, and it's not overcast, because I think this will all be overcast. Yeah. And then you get to September 2014. Wait, maybe it is the September 2014 here. Wait, I forgot that existed. Maybe it's that, but I'm gonna send this because this is the other option with hogweed. Because, I mean, coverage checking this, we didn't actually see any. But maybe you got it in these towns, but not on this road. And then this road is blurred. Then, yeah, just gonna try this. And, oh, what's this? Okay. Yeah, so hogweed here and here are the 2 main ones, I guess. But yeah, just more north of Moscow, and then this line is very common with hogweed, and then Perm, Kirov, and Shevsk all have hogweed, but it's a bit rarer in fall coverage. But yeah. Okay, should be Surgut again. Very short trees. This kind of grass. very foggy coverage in a way that would make you not go so good, because with the foggy coverage, you might be considering the east of Noyarsk road, which is this road here. As you can see, kind of lines up decently enough. I'm gonna try this. What's that? So yeah, that just feels a bit more north in Circuit, and it's just foggy. There's this road in Circuit, which is also kind of foggy, but it's like, it looks different. It's sandier. And I guess this road isn't super sandy all the time, and the sand isn't as white. But I mean, that's kind of schizo. But yeah, I mean, I've lost oblast streaks on this 50-50 before. Just the two foggy roads, and then there's some foggy roads over here, but the pavement is way nicer because it's the main road. And yeah. So yeah, that's that road. Crazy score, 9.944. Okay, looks like it's tilted left, and we've got rolling hills. I think in the last video we had very, very, very similar hills to this in the Kursk spill in Belgorod, which was Gorshinoya. If we just go to the coverage, you can see it goes to Gorshinoya spill, and this will be short antenna, but then in the town itself, maybe I should generate this so that it's full, because I like handpicked these because I was marking the antennas because the antennas are weird. Because if you look at, say, tilted right, it's like this, so I handpicked all this, and then tilted left, it's this. Yeah, I remember me and Harmless doing the tilted at one stage, and we could never agree on what was tilted or not because it's so schizo. Like, you can get tilted left looking in Bryansk and stuff, but we came to the conclusion that it's fake tilt, and then Belgorod is the real tilt. But yeah. And then, what was I saying? Yeah, so you get similar hills in this area, but as you can see, the hills are, like, it's just, yeah, the main thing of the hills, you can also, it's just rolling, it's open, it's agricultural, it's relatively southern vegetation, I would say, and there's no forests. And if you just look at where the dark green is, no forest makes a lot of sense for Belgorod. The other option would be Tula, like southeastern Tula, which I do lose oblast streaks on from time to time. But I think the hills, with like exposed sand patches, I guess, they almost look like bunkers from golf. We saw them in this town in the last video, and I associate them with Belgorod in general, but also Kursk because it's across the border. Do you want to try and 5K this? Maybe. Did this even have coverage when I looked at it? Not really sure. Does it line up? No, it doesn't, because it curves to the north, to the west. So yeah, I guess I just sent Belgorod near here. And it was near there. So yeah, northeastern Belgorod Hills, we'll call it. Because if you look at the terrain, I mean, yeah, this line is a little bit hillier than the rest, but you can still see how hilly Belgorod is in general. It's just a very hilly oblast, and then like Tula, like it can look similar, but the hills are smaller. So that was like too hilly for Tula, even though there are some Belgorod rounds that look like Tula. Like here it's like a little bit flatter in Belgorod. Here it's a little bit flatter, and then yeah. But yeah, Belgorod hills are nice. Okay, we've got blurred antenna, we've got very sunny coverage, and the sun is east this time. And we've got same Kaliningrad grass, we've got fireweed, I think that is. So yeah, it should be this road here that I covered checked a minute ago. But yeah, it's just a super sunny blurred coverage. But it's actually blurred antenna this time. As you can see, it's very hard to make out the antenna. I'm gonna try and 5K because we're on for a crazy score. I mean, this is a town sign for here, I guess, but this is not going to be mapped. But the town name might show up on the map, and then curves, like, there's a bridge. I mean, that bridge is not being mapped either. But, you know, we'll we'll try our best, and that's what counts. Wait. There's a town. There's a bridge. Okay. Yeah, I mean, oh wait, it's actually mapped. What? I mean, the curve was a little bit suspicious here, but wait, how is this mapped? And then it like curved like that. Like I saw that as well. I did not think that road would be so properly mapped, but I mean, could have 5K'd that. And I mean, this is a bittersweet round because it guarantees a 24K, but it's quite hard to get Oh, it's very hilly. Okay, that might save us. Because it's very... Wait, and there's a railway. Wait, is that a railway? Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. No, I don't think it is. Damn it. But again, Kaliningrad, we've got the oak tree rows. We've just got like, yeah, there's the planted tree rows along the side of the road. Looks Polish. And then we've got a hill. So if we look at terrain map, I'm probably thinking more east with hills for the most part, because most of this is flatter. Just the biggest hills are like down here or whatever. Let me turn off terrain mode while scanning because it feels. I am not 5King this. I don't think the lake is gonna show. The hills are to the northeast. I mean, I don't know. I'm just gonna click here. It was up there. Yeah, maybe that's findable, but 24.5 basically. I mean, never 5King that really. I mean, maybe doable, but could have 5K'd this if I didn't like, if I expected the mapping to be good, and then round 1 I didn't try and 5K this, but that's probably hard to do as well. And then, yeah, I mean, nice score. Very solid, no movement score. 5 oblast streak, but I mean, relatively easy seed. Urban, so gonna be quite hard. Interesting thing on the antenna here. Might have to look into that. Okay, I mean, it's quite hilly. Why is blood doing? Quite hilly. How south does it feel? I mean, there's a decent amount of brick buildings, so that does kind of fit for south. Why is everyone shirtless here? Shirtless south meta because it's warmer, clueless. Like shirtless in October or September is kind of crazy. I mean, I guess Belgrade just makes the most sense. Although the antenna is like tilted right, so maybe it's not Belgrade. Could it be Tula? But I mean, surely you wouldn't have shirtless people in Tula, right? You've got pipes, which again fit for Krasnodar and Belgrade. So yeah, I mean, it looks like Belgrade, but I don't think I can send it with the antenna. So then the dilemma is, do I go southeastern Bryansk, do I go southern Tula, or do I go Krasnodar? I think we employed the Krasnodar shirtless meta. Although it's a little bit weird for Krasnodar, but every house is brick, which is kind of suspicious. So I'm gonna try it. It's Adigea. I mean, there goes the Oblast streak. But yeah, I mean, it's just like this. Like it gets hillier, like south of this river line here, I guess. Most of this is a little flatter, and then it gets a bit hillier, as you can see. I guess we were looking at the river hills even. But yeah, it gets very hilly down here as well. And it also gets hilly on the border up here. Yeah, I mean, nice to get close, but no Oblast streak, but you know, we'll count that in spirit. This should be Kaliningrad, just with like the Irish kind of road again. Very flat landscape, very open landscape. Long grass, and then yeah, a little bit of a hard Kaliningrad. It kind of looks like the area I coverage checked a minute ago to show the snow coverage, which was this road, I think it was, with snow coverage. I'm just gonna click near there, and it's north. I mean, I don't really know how to regionguess Kaliningrad, I'll be honest. Okay. Tilted right, we have fireweed and it's overcast. So maybe we're thinking that road in Tver again. Just with the fireweed, we're probably thinking more north, and then we saw it on this road earlier, so I'm gonna try this again. Although the road was nicer earlier, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. It's just this road. I mean, that's like a common 50-50, it appears. Yeah, this road's a little bit nicer than this road, I guess. But again, this is nice in places, but it's unpaved in places as well. But maybe this has always got road lines on it or something. Yeah, but again, bordering Oblast is pretty decent. But yeah, mainly just the fireweed and the tilted right is what would push us over here. Because you could get fireweed here, but it's mainly blurred antenna, and also the soil is crazy. And then here it looks way too far north, and then here it is very hilly. So then that's kind of what the thought process was. We'll give this a restart. Okay. Tilted right. Is this Smolensk pavement ever? Where it's like kind of grainy. Maybe. But it kind of looks like Kaliningrad. Hmm. Could it be Kaliningrad? I mean, maybe it's Kaliningrad. I often, I basically never miss Kaliningrad because, it's Kaliningrad. It's very distinct foliage. But, yeah, okay, it's not, I don't think it's going to be Kaliningrad. But yeah, it's just very open. It's very flat. So, like, Bryansk is, like, often flat, but it's not never this open. Tula is never really this flat. Belgrade is open, but it's never this flat. So then Smolensk just makes a lot of sense. We have what looks like fireweed, but it looks kind of weird, so I'm not sure if it actually is fireweed, but that might be some there, which again makes sense for Smolensk. What else could this be? I think it's too flat for like the Chuvashia stuff. Just because we turn on terrain map in Chuvashia, it's quite hilly. So then we're kind of just left with Smolensk. Not really sure which road in Smolensk it would be. I kind of considered the border road, which doesn't really line up per se. So I guess it's not the border road. So then I guess it could be this road. I guess this lines up best, so I'll try this. Oh, it's this, but the angle is suspicious because it's usually max northwest. Yeah. Yeah. And it's also kind of sunny for this road, but mainly, like, it's hard to put into words with the pavement. Maybe it's, like, the mix of the pavements as well. But yeah, it's, like, quite pink in places, and then we had fireweed, so thinking more north, and just how flat and open it was, it made most sense for Smolensk, because, yeah, open with fireweed, you kind of gotta go Smolensk, because, like, here, it's not really open, I feel. Okay. Quite hilly, immediate thought. So main thoughts with that would be Belgrade and Tula. It's kind of sunny, which might make one lean towards going Tula instead of Belgrade. And then just the shape of the hills. We don't have like 2014 camera or anything. I mean, the hills feel quite similar to the last round, but the sunniness is weird. But I'm gonna try the same area in Belgrade again. What's the antenna doing? I mean, I don't know. Long antennas I don't trust. Wait, it's Penza. Okay, that's very hard. That's very, very, very hard to think of. Yeah, because if we look at Penza, right? Maybe I should learn this road, but I've never seen this anywhere that isn't this map. But yeah. Doesn't really have 2014 cam, which makes it hard. It's hilly. Yeah, I mean it's very hilly. So I just didn't think of it, but it didn't feel like super north like Chuvashia would compared to these ones. And then yeah, like latitude wise, it felt kind of like Tula. But yeah, I mean that's kind of hard. And then the hills were quite similar to the Belgrade ones, but like the hills couldn't be Tula, but it did feel a little bit more north than Belgrade. So then it's like, what do you go? But yeah, I guess northeastern Penza has these hills. And maybe the meta is the amount of cars on the road because there was a lot of cars there and it's a main road. So, I mean, that's something to keep in mind in future. But again, that Penza is very rare stuff. Okay, this is a little bit of a cursed location. I think I'm going to go quite wrong here. My default guess would be... I don't even know what my default guess is. It was going to be Bryansk. Just with random fall coverage in a forest. And it's fairly flat. So, Yeah, I mean, the trees don't tell me anything in particular. They're very tall in a Polish way. So Bryansk makes sense. I think I'm just going to try Bryansk. And I'm scared that it's going to be Chelyabinsk or Yaka. Yeah, it's just Bryansk, a little bit more north. But again, just super tall trees, I guess, is the best clue for that. We've got mountains in the distance, and I mean, it's a little bit hard, but like best road in Chelyabinsk. Should be mega long. Yeah, too lazy to count, but it looks long. And then the red soil as well is a little bit weird. Like red soil on a road like this in full coverage, you kind of gotta go Chelyabinsk, I feel, because like the only place where soil this red as well, also in full coverage, is like Kirov, but that's a paved road usually that isn't this thin. And then I mean we've got mountains, so Chelyabinsk makes sense. Red soil I associate with this area. Yeah, I mean not the most accurate of region guesses, but you know, a very interesting road in like this road I don't think would ever have coverage in 2014, just because if you look at like where 2014 coverage is, it's like very few roads, but if you look at 2013, it's like, okay, bro. So that's kind of a way you can distinguish them. So this should be 2013. As for which one it is, Belgrade and Tula come to mind. Wait, Chelyabinsk comes to mind. uh 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wait, let me count again because I have to scroll down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, I think that's 17. So yeah, I mean, we got this birch clump, which just feels so Chelyabinsk to me. And then that also explains, like, yeah. Yeah, I guess it's Chelyabinsk, but it's kind of weird. Like, I won't lie, this is a very, very weird Chelyabinsk. And, like, NMPZ this way, I don't think I'm getting it ever, but you just have to see this to even think of Chelyabinsk, I think. Just this birch cluster. Yeah, I'm prepared for it to be wrong, to be honest, because nothing else really looks like Chelyabinsk, but we gotta try it. And it's Chelyabinsk. I mean, the trees. You just gotta look at the trees. Like, best Russia meta is just the trees. Just like the birches like this. I mean, it can be a little bit hard to see. It's end of coverage, which is why it's so weird, I guess. But again, the more you see birch trees from close up, you'll be able to identify them from far away as well. But you can see like kind of white barks and then the way the leaves are. And then yeah, that's just a birch cluster. Maybe some more birch clusters, but yeah, these are birches as well. A little bit hard to tell. And then yeah, I guess the trees being placed weirdly is always a Chelyabinsk thing. Even when they're not birch clusters, the trees are just weird. But yeah, it looks like birch clusters that there as well, there as well. But yeah, I mean, am I going Chelyabinsk NPC? Probably not. Am I? Yeah, I mean, I can definitely miss Chelyabinsk there. Uh, that's just a hard one, I think. Okay, very sunny. So maybe expecting it to be the Smolensk blurred antenna or the Tver blurred antenna. And it is blurred antenna. Uh, so I mean, it's very sunny and it's blurred antenna, so you gotta consider. The road is fairly bad. Makes sense. Maybe expecting some fireweed because we're a little bit further north, but we're in a town, so it's always going to be a little bit harder. Some long grass, which we've been seeing a lot in Smolensk, Tver, and Tula, and Kaliningrad. So that all makes sense. So yeah, should be just that road. And then we're in a town like this. Yeah. That was a very fast 5K. But I mean, the road just made sense with the curve and yeah. Okay. Blurred antenna. Pretty red soil, I would say. Very red soil, I would say. And I know I just mentioned that the red soil on a bad road would be Chelyabinsk, but I guess the correct way to put it would be on a thin road, because this is a bad road, but it's a wide road, which will put you on this road, and it's unpaved in like this section, I guess, I think, right? Maybe, I don't know. I think it's unpaved in this section. Yeah. Maybe I should have clicked the 5k, but that's fine. Nearly got the 24k, but again, Bryansk and Chelyabinsk are quite hard to region guess. But yeah, blur antenna, red soil. On a wide road, it's this road here, which is a very nice road to 5k because it's very distinct, and if you don't think of it, like if your opponent doesn't think of it, even if they know it, which not a lot of people will do, then you get a lot of points getting this, just because like it's nowhere near any other fall coverage or whatever. But yeah, just the red soil, and yeah. Anything else in this round? I guess cabbage looking stuff, Kirov cabbage, maybe some fireweed here, and then yeah, that's that. 23 minutes in. I don't know how long the first part of this recording was. That was probably about 30 minutes, so I guess we'll do one more seed. Bro, why did it go from that one to this one? That's so sad. We got like the North Orenburg stuff, I think. Okay, well, we've got a classic example of 2014 camera. Like it's so different, you know? So then with that, we're probably thinking Tambov, Tula, not Tambov, Tula, Tambov, Lipetsk, or Chuvashia. Just with, if we go to 2014 locks, yeah, Tambov, Lipetsk are the main two in this area. Kursk will have Kursk road lines on every road, I think. Yeah, every road has Kursk road lines there. And then Chuvashia is the next option because I'm not sending any of this stuff ever. Because, you know, it just doesn't exist in my mind. So then, yeah, Chuvashia is the other option. Could it be like a Yaka? Maybe, but it doesn't, like the 2014 cam is too strong for Yaka, and the shape of the hills feels kind of weird for Yaka. I would think it's Lipetsk or Tambov. Not really certain on which one. I'm doing like try Tambov because it's got more coverage, but yeah, Tambov. But yeah, it's just the 2014 cam, and the stronger the 2014 cam, the more likely you are to be in Tambov or Lipetsk. Maybe Tambov is most likely with it, to be honest, but you know, that's just, yeah. Okay, blurred antenna, but you know, we're not sunny, so we're not going to be on the northwest road. It's not red soil, so it's not going to be the Kirov road. So then if we look at what we're left with in blurred long, we're left with here, which again is way drier than the lock is. We're left with this stuff, which again is drier and hillier than the lock is, and it's also on main roads for the most part, and it's got darker soil. Then we've got this road, which is way hillier. And then we've got this, which is way more north, as you can see by the trees, and it's also a main road, and then Surgut as well. But that doesn't exist here, as far as I'm aware. So then we're left with Moscow, Tula, and Bryansk, which is, again, the classic 50-50. It's a little bit hillier, so maybe thinking it's more Tula than Bryansk. It's a little bit more open, so again, maybe thinking it's more Tula than Bryansk, just because if we go to satellite or whatever, you can see way more forest here, but if we go to here, it's a little bit more open, and where the blurred is anyway. Like Bryansk can get open like max east or whatever. Like here, it's like mainly forested, you know? I mean, there's bits of openness, but there's more here. So I'm gonna try here, but I'm not really sure on this one. Could be either. I mean, not much you can do about that one. Where is that coverage? Yeah, I mean, not much you can do about this one road. But again, just the western Tula, blurred, and then River Hills, I guess is why it's Omega Hilly. And yeah, just you got a lot of river hills in this area. There goes the 6 oblast streak, but again, realistically, that's an oblast streak. Cope, but you know. Okay, tilted left, very hilly. I think you just go Belgrade. Wait, it's like, wait, why is it so hilly? This is super hilly. What? Why is this like the hilliest location I've ever seen? I mean, still think it's Belgorod, right? I mean, what else do you go? You don't go Chuvashia. I mean, Chuvashia can be hilly, but like this hilly? No, you just go Belgorod, I think. Oh, that's why it's so hilly. Yeah, because this is way hillier than Belgrade is. But okay, wait, okay, that's hard. I mean, okay, no, it's gettable, but I just didn't think of it at all. Like at all, at all. Uh Maybe because every single lock we got today was west, except for this. Like we never went east of Chelyabinsk today, which is my cope for missing this. But like, what? And that kind of makes sense because yeah, it's too hilly for Belgrade. I'll be honest. These are all birch trees, which again might point you towards east. And then yeah, it's just too hilly. The soil is too dark. Like yeah, okay. And the road is like nice and like, well, not nice but wide. And then yeah, I mean that's a weird also cry. I'm never getting that in 10 seconds, I don't think. But also the invisible car kind of messes me up here because it's white car. And then the A type also felt good for Belgrade because when Belgrade isn't tilted left in the southeastern part of the oblast, it's A type. But I just forgot about this existing. That's a tough one. I'm just gonna finish the seed though, but not much you can do about that. Okay, this like color on the pavement, I associate Krasnodar and Bryansk, but the trees look way too south to be Bryansk. So I guess you go Krasnodar, just like the very short tree row. And yeah. Do we have northwestern Krasnodar smudge? We do not. So maybe we go northeastern Krasnodar instead. Yeah, just with the fall coverage, more likely to be north, I guess. And this, okay, we got another east round. You kind of just gotta know the road here. It's a little bit of a weird one. But again, a lot of birch trees. It's very overcast, and this way the road is, like, it's very grey road. It's got dark soil. Maybe some traffic stickers on those things there. But you kind of just gotta learn the road. And it should be... My brain is not working. This road in Yaka was not this road in Yaka then. This road in Yaka. Same thing. But yeah, I mean, there's two roads here in Yaka with fall coverage, these two. And then one is driving north, one is driving south. But this one's driving north, this one's driving south. But again, it's just like the road, like it's very grey pavement. Is kind of a metaphor. And then the trees feel a bit more north and the soil's a bit darker. And then yeah, the road just looks, the color is interesting on it. But yeah, it was gonna be a good game until I got 62 points round 3. But yeah, that's that. I guess I'll coverage check the Jasons for a little bit. Just go over the things we didn't get. So we got this. This stuff is like more north. It's got grey pavement or else it's unpaved gravel. And it's very sunny coverage and it just feels quite north. As you can see. This stuff like goes into the mountains. But it still keeps 2014 camera. So that's useful. And then just gets hilly. This road I looked at before, just very hilly. And then there's some more stuff here where the sunset, where you just gotta know the sunset. This is cursed to me. Never getting this. I just have to click Yaka, I guess. And then olives are good. I mean, yeah. Looks all pretty north. A lot of sand. And there's this road, which has a very distinct, like, foliage before the trees, I guess. Like, as you can see, like, the color before the trees is just weird. And then this area with the snow. This is a very dry road where you just gotta learn the road. It's got, like, brownish pavement. And then it's very dry with tree rows. But as you can see, it's quite dry looking, the grass. And then it's also white car. And then there's this area, which is very hilly, which I just forgot about. And then there's this road, which is very sunny, going into the mountains here. unpaved in most of it, and then as you get to Artabash and go west, it becomes cloudy, and you're like going through the mountains. It's a really cool road. It has 2014 cam as well. Then Novosibirsk, it looks like the Altai Cry Road. So many birch trees. And then, yeah, just a lot of birch trees, and then darkening up the soil. Then there's this road, which you just gotta learn the road. It's like very dense vegetation, and it's got some really cool locks like this one, where just every tree is a birch tree, and it's got like concrete pavement, but it feels too south to be so good. And then there's this road, which is like a divided highway driving north, or driving in a north-south angle, and it's very foggy with tilted left. That's a very cool road. Chelyabinsk, South Chelyabinsk is just very dry, and it's got white car, and you've got birch clusters as well, like this, like we saw in the North Chelyabinsk, and then it gets very dry and like very cool coverage, night coverage down here, and then unpaved roads, very bad road quality for Chelyabinsk, like often with no road lines even on big roads, and then yeah, then we looked at this stuff. This road isn't on the map, but it's like slightly foggy coverage, and it's mega long with red soil, and you can see hogweed as well. This road we looked at, Juvashia is just like hilly, but like feels more north than Belgorod. And then same with Nizhny, and maybe it's a little bit sandier in places. This is not what I wanted to click. But yeah, you can see the sand, and then just hilly with 2014 camera as well. And then Moscow has a lot of pink roads, and just, yeah, tilted right often. And then Tula, this got white car in the east, which we didn't get. Maybe we have to do another fall coverage video. Let me know if you want to see that. Fall coverage in the east, and then the other fall coverage is South Chelia in here. But again, the trees will be different here, and the topography will just be different. Oriole stuff isn't on the map. There's the Kursk road lines. There's this road, which has 2014 cam. And then there's 2014 cam Lepesk Tambov. There's this very dry stuff, all of Krasnodar, but again, just southern tree rows and often southern pavement. And then we've got northwestern Krasnodar smudge if we look here. You can find it elsewhere, but it's mainly northwestern Krasnodar. You can also find it here, I think. Wait. Can you not find it here? Yeah, there you go. That's like a little bit there, and then this is the very dry stuff that isn't blurred, and then this is blurred. There's this road, which is a very straight angle with a railway to the north. So yeah, it's a nice one. Then there's this really cool town, which is like super dry, and just, yeah, quite like swampy, not swampy, but like muddy stuff because it's on a lake. And then, yeah, that's everything. There's this road, but again, you can kind of ignore this road. It's got like concrete pavement like this, and then it just feels quite north, like fireweed, but like you can often confuse it with these roads. And these roads are hard. This isn't on the map, and then Kaliningrad is Kaliningrad. You can see the dark line of November coverage that I generated, where there's like duplicates on it. Then Bryansk, Belgorod, Tula, always a 50-50. And then, yeah, that's everything, I think. Yeah. Well, let me know if you want to see another one. I feel like there's a lot in this. Like, it's got more than, like, all the antennas. Like, there's way more variety in the coverage. And maybe the map isn't just... I mean, the map is... I thought the map was distributed well. I played it ages ago. But maybe we just got unlucky with seats today. But yeah, let me know if you enjoyed this. I might do another one if you want to see another one. If you feel like that I didn't cover things fully, then let me know. But anyways, thanks for watching, and peace.